Nithyananda, everybody, it's Rasida. I am back here in India, and I want to talk about what is the most powerful mantra for your life. What is the most powerful, significant mantra to manifest the reality that you want, to hold the space you want inside of you, and to rewrite your inner cognition about who you are. And that is Shivoham. Shivoham literally translates as I am Shiva. I am divine. The state of being Shiva inside of you, experiencing Shiva. What this also really means is I am divine. I am a god. I am a goddess. The significance of this, though, when you are really using it as a mantra for your life, is that every moment, instead of telling yourself, I'm going to listen to my pattern, I'm going to listen to my impossibility, say whatever hardship, whatever obstacle comes your way, with the thought current of Shivoham, instead of choosing powerlessness, you always can choose powerfulness. And this is something, probably this shift alone, I would say was the biggest jump I had in my life from when I first started learning Hinduism. Was this jump it gave me. And I will forever be grateful for this jump itself. Was for the first time in my life, I was told by my guru Paramahamsa Nithyananda, he's the one that initiated me into this mantra at Inner Awakening, a 21-day program I attended for yoga meditation under him. And the premise of it was actually titled Shivoham, that program. And I didn't even know what that meant going into it. I was like, what is this? I knew it was Sanskrit, what does that even mean though? And the way Swamiji conveyed it and allowed me to experience wait, I've been being told my whole life, one, I'm a human being, but aside from that, I'm not just a human being, I'm a shitty one. I'm a sinner. I have all this guilt. I mess up all the time. I'm a failure. I let everybody down. I let myself down. Whatever our horrible inner chatter is that we project. And went from that to this Indian man in a turban, this enlightened master, who I'd never met before, sitting in front of me, radiating the craziest frequency of energy I'd ever felt, and sitting there telling me, hey, I'm not here to tell you I'm God. I'm only here to tell you, you are that. You are God. And this incredible cognition is the whole basis of Hinduism. And this is why I fell in love with Hinduism. Actually, and why I ended up being Hindu. I'll make a whole video about that, actually. But this was, the thought current was just, wow. How could you even compare the two of being told, one, you're a sinner, and two, you are divine. You are that which you worship. It's the most beautiful cognition. And so, ingraining this mantra into my life has allowed me to maintain powerfulness in places where I never used to be able to. When somebody's mad at me, instead of feeling so shitty, so sad, I'll now look in and say, did I mess up? Or actually, it's just the other person's incompletion, so let me just sit here and let them listen to what they're saying, but then just hold the space of completion for them. Or maybe I'll look in and say, okay, this is something I need to improve. Instead of old me, which is anytime somebody told me anything negative about myself, I would just collapse into powerlessness. I would cry. I would say, oh my God, I'm the worst person. This person hates me, and just have so much self-hatred. Shivoham has allowed this switch in me. So just try it out. In anytime you see yourself feeling powerless, remember Shivoham. Remember the core of your being, the very essence of you, the very that you, which is the same as the cosmic whole. That same part of you that is in everything, that is in the trees, the plants, the rocks, the animals, every other human, all other beings in the universe have one thing in common. Our bodies are different, our cognitions are different, but one thing is the same, and that is the core of our being. Our bioenergy, is what Swamiji calls it, is roughly translated as the soul, right? Atman. And our bioenergy is what connects us to everything. That essence inside of us is the same all around. That is what where oneness comes from actually, is that aspect. And so remembering that state of who we are is complete powerfulness, is complete ownership, is complete divinity. So whatever challenge may come in your life, if you face it with this, no matter what occurs in you, in your inner space or outer world, you can get through and you can create it to be exactly as you want. Because what would Shiva do? What would the divine do? What would God do? He's the creator. He makes whatever he wants reality. So the same way, you have that power, you've just forgotten. And the biggest thing is to just remind yourself of that. So that is why Shivoham is the most powerful mantra you could ever have in your life. That is why I got it tattooed across my arm, is so that I can look and say, oh my God, how could I forget? How can I forget? I'm Shiva. Why am I being this? Why am I continuing to put myself in such a negative space when I know my true core is divine, is a goddess? So just repeat this to yourself and it will bring so much healing and so much powerfulness in your life. Thank you guys so much for listening, and let me know if you have any questions or comments. Like, share, and subscribe, and I'll talk to you guys very soon. Thank you. Nithyananda.